There and Pablo here. Well, that was Luis Suarez when he heard that Wang Hee-chan had scored the goal. That was, he just put his head in his shirt, and an image of him flashed up on the screen here, and there were boos. And Ghana, though, at that point, 2 goals, and this was theirs. The last 16th place was theirs,
and they missed a couple of great chances. I mean, heartbreaking for the Uruguay. They try their best, and painful to see that from Uruguayan people who came to Qatar. They should have done probably, in the way they played today, they should have done it maybe in the first game against South Korea. That was probably too late today. But let me tell you.
Well, Luis Suarez knows that's it. That's the end of an era.
The end of so many players of that group that's been around for so long, and they brought so much success to the country. Godin, Cavani, Suarez, Cáceres, Muslera, but they have a group of young players now coming through, and but it's hard as a player when this is the last World Cup, and it was a shame that she was ending it that way, but.
Well, Otto Addo, the manager of Ghana, who only recently took over them in the last year, had done great things with them, but they just couldn't today get themselves off the mark. And actually, there were potential penalty shouts in the second half there that would have given Uruguay the much-needed 3rd goal. Let's have a look at the first of those, Alex.
I think the first incident is, does he handball it potentially? And then you're actually then looking at the incident and you're thinking this is such clumsy defending. But as you can see right there, he gets the tiniest of touches, and that's why it's not given.
You agree with that, Didier?
Yeah, I agree with that. And but the second one, I really think it was a penalty because Cavani he just got in front of the defender and was looking for that penalty. And I don't understand why VAR doesn't come into action.
Yeah, someone of the player from Uruguay was so angry with the referee after the final. Well, it's a contact there, yeah.
Everything changed. The energy changed in this whole game, really, with the Ghana missed penalty in the first half, because it seemed to suck the life out of Ghana. History repeating itself, a chance for redemption, a chance gone, Didier.
Yeah, the chance is gone. They had the opportunity to change the narrative of the game, of the history, and Andre Ayew missed this penalty, and they lost all their legs. They couldn't even start an action or play with composure.
You've got to say, Rochette as well as saving the penalty, which perhaps wasn't as difficult as a save he's made down here in the second half as well. Has put in a big performance for them today.
A huge performance. I was going back and forth with him because 1 minute he looked like he was just parrying and spilling it, and then he kept coming up with big saves. Pablo.
Yeah, it's been great. Probably not comfortable with the ball on the feet, but obviously made like 2 or 3 great saves today.
Well, Education City, of course, Portugal already qualified, and it was South Korea who had it all to do against the Portuguese and Ronaldo's men. And it was 90+1 when Wang Hee-chan stepped up and scored this. I'm saying this blind because I'm not actually seeing this yet.
As it was filtering through to us, we was
turning around, spinning on our chairs, didn't know where to look, and that. Well, I mean, look what that means to those fans who've seen Japan with their heroics last night, Australia the night before that. That is 3 teams for the very first time from the Asian region through to the last 16. This World Cup is going to be remembered for so many reasons, but, history being made all over the place, and that such an incredible turnaround for them. Inspired last night by Japan, I imagine, as well, by what they did, and not scared of anything in front of them.
Whoever is writing these scripts for the World Cup, I tell you, they need a rise or something because they're keeping us all entertained. They're doing very well. It's difficult to remember, but there were 2 goals in the first half here. Georgian de Arrascaeta, who the first one was obviously, he was off in the second half, but in the first half, his head was on the end of a Suarez little chip over there.
Yeah, well, it was a great game from de Arrascaeta today. That probably was the player that is not, typical winger. It's just like converted where he got a freedom to come inside and he can express himself, and bring that creativity for Uruguay. It's done well, 2 goals. It was a shame that they couldn't go through, but that is a great finish by Boyd.
Yeah, it was a chipper was the
yes.
second one. The shot was the first one, of course.
I think Suarez could have won player of the you know, player of the match.
Yeah.
Man of the match, I mean, because he's involving both goals.
Yeah.
A lot of creativity. He took his chance, and
Listen, these two obviously have, there's a lot of history between them, but this is all about, I assume, what was going on with the penalties and their shouts for the penalties. I'm assuming this is a conversation, well, more than conversation. This is not good behaviour, obviously, from the Uruguay players. Yellow cards being handed out as well. And I'm sure there'll be ramifications from that. Right, guys, I think we're just about come to a close here. That's it from all of us.